Okay. Live again today with the PC Gaming Show, which I don't remember caring about anything that was announced in either of the ones I watched, but it could still be fun. It could still be fun. You know, maybe there's just something crazy. I mean, the PC Gaming Show exists in a weird space because it's sponsored by AMD, but AMD doesn't make the games. They just make the graphics. Something like that. I don't actually know. Maybe I'm talking shit out of my ass. But I promise I don't have any bits. I don't have anything open. I don't have Skyrim open. I don't have fart sound effects. I don't have Neighbor open. We're gonna do this clean. We're gonna do it fair. We're gonna give them the time of the day that I absolutely did not give to Bethesda. Although judging by the reactions to Bethesda's E3 on like social media and stuff, I was in the right. I had no reason to give them any time of the day. I don't think anybody was really that happy. No, nobody really seemed that happy by Bethesda's E3. I wasn't happy. Although I'm very cynical during these shows. I'm like, if you're not gonna advertise to me something I want to play, I don't care. So, you know, when Nintendo comes on, I'll be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life! But yeah. Hi Perry. Welcome to the show. This is the TV show now. So my audio stuff, yeah, my audio stuff is good. What? Why? I don't know why that just started playing. But you know what? That's better. That's better than this, than whatever's gonna happen here. My predictions for the PC Gaming Show. They're gonna show Windows 11. I think it's about time. You know, Microsoft is rolling out like the new Xbox, Project Scarlet. Sony's making the PlayStation 5. They're gonna make Windows 11. Fortnite 2. They didn't even finish Fortnite 1. But that would be very in line with the video game industry. It's not Fortnite 1 isn't even out of early access. But it's I still think that's a very likely thing to happen. Did they show Fortnite at all at these shows? I don't actually remember. Maybe. Maybe Fortnite thinks they're too good for the PC Gaming Show. You know, maybe they're like, we're above this. Or maybe there's going to be like a 30-minute block dedicated to Fortnite. Also, I just realized my dogs are still outside, I think, so let me go get them real quick. Alright. We're back. PC Gaming Show hasn't started yet, but I'm back. Hi, everyone. Seems more people have trickled in. Hi, Prism, Finn, and Iberus. I got the puppies inside. It's raining out, so unfortunately they're not allowed in my room because then they'd get my bed wet, and I can't deal with that. Not today. So unfortunately, no puppies. Ready Player One? Yeah, I saw that before I started streaming, and I was like, should I even bring that up? And then I was like, I feel like everyone, their observation skills are fine. They'll see Ready Player One on their own. I'm not taking this. This is kind of less serious than I was being. Yes, no, I was actually way less serious. But I'm kind of like, I have literally zero expectations for this. Like, I say I'd come into these things with, like, no expectations. This time, I don't have a single clue what could even show up. What even happens? They show, like, PC games. They show... It's usually indie stuff. And sometimes it's like, oh, third-party PC ports. And it's like, okay. It's never... It's never considered a major one. I would say out of, like, the 6 that show up on this website... Xbox and Bethesda obviously aren't here because they're already done. Oh, I saw. But out of, like, these big 6... I would say it's either PC Gaming Show or Square Enix that's smaller. I'm gonna go with PC Gaming being smaller.
You love me. No, I didn't say that.
Just because I think Square Enix is like fairly big now. But yeah, we're here with a PC Gaming Show. Did the timer go back up? I think Square Enix would be big this year because they released Kingdom Hearts 3. What is happening with this timer, by the way? This is the worst timer I've ever seen in my life. It keeps jumping. And it's not even the stream jumping, because you would be able to tell through the music. They're just doing weird shit with the timer. Windows 11 isn't ready, add 30 more seconds. Oh my god, hi puppy. Oh my god, puppies. I'm gonna make a bingo. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna make a bingo card on myfreebingocards.com. Okay. I can't finish this stupid joke in time. This is all I got for the PC Gaming Bingo.
This is the PC Gaming Show.
What?
A celebration of the most vibrant gaming platform. For the next 2 hours, you'll see all new gameplay footage, trailers, and interviews. Taking the stage today are first gameplay footage for Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2.
This voice is killing me.
The reveal of Evil Genius 2.
It feels like I'm like waiting in line for a ride in Disneyland.
2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios. Griftlands,
The gamer voice.
Planet Zoo. What's next for Terraria? Remnant.
Oh, they got
from the
Terraria.
Ashes. Mosaic. Warframe.
Warframe!
Baldur's Gate 3. Shenmue 3.
Oh shit, they got Shenmue.
Lord 2. El Hijo. Age of Wonders. Planetfall. And more. And now your PC Gaming Show hosts, Day 9 and Frankie Ward.
You know what? Ah, powered by Epic Game Store. Oh, people are not gonna like that.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show! Yeah! Yes! We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30! Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others will be exclusive.
I appreciate that lady's hair. That's like the hair people in my family have.
Make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone. Best day of the week. Hello to all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments.
What are the
just remember that.
Froze?
Clever comments.
Hello?
On Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show. And making
What is that? What?
On the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the
Hello?
things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3.
She's just frozen in time. This is not my stream, by the way. I'm not dropping any frames. What?
Midway through this show,
Okay.
I'm asking those questions.
Oh,
The
shit,
creative
someone's
director of Borderlands 3,
bringing the phone.
#PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them live. Until then,
fuck, hold on.
let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
Okay, I'm back. World exclusive, I saw. As opposed to being exclusive to any other planet. We got this new game. It's exclusive to Mars, though. Sorry to all you gamers on Jupiter. Is that Peter B. Parker? Oh, I like her. I appreciate that, like, everyone recently is, like, starting to do more cartoony things in video games just to do a little fuck you to Overwatch.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs. Now, Brian, you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for you to finally get to work on the sequel?
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well,
he sounds very...
Take a look at the world's first gameplay.
Sounds very confident. World exclusive.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you. You're dead.
You're dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you died.
You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
Only time you feel bad for people on these is when the game dev talking is obviously really nervous. Yeah.
Fighting over scraps here.
It's like, uh-oh.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death.
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
So in the Empire, what it is, it's kind of a darker version of our world, and the vampires kind of need
This
to
guy
keep
is
their
so
presence
nervous.
secret from humanity. So the vampires are kind of staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulate.
This guy just wants to go
in
home.
order to get blood.
We're talking about feeding on human beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show. Cara, it's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have
Are the vampires sexy? That is the question. That's what I want to know.
Can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can
Vote
feed
now on
other
your
people
phones.
to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive. And that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well.
I like this comment. The PC stream is in 1 hour.
Well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships. So it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really
There
intriguing
are
to
going to
me
be
when I
sexy
learned about this
vampires.
game is you don't just get bitten and
Why does this keep happening?
Dracula or Brad Pitt, and to be honest, I think you should. Maybe
Why are they putting Twitch?
Then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment to become a vampire.
They're British magic.
Right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a
Oh, Twitch chat is going absolute
very young vampire, a lot of
ape
other
shit.
vampires are made at the same time, in this thing called the mass embrace. And that means that
Jesus Christ.
They're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what's happening with this stream. I'm not dropping any frames. The PC gaming show is just being like this.
And you are morally objecting to drinking blood to survive. And so you might have a less good time, let's say, than the player is having. So you can find them throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this.
The rule of E3 is don't look at E3 chat.
But yeah,
That's so true.
We're going to make it work.
Well, you know what? I think there are people around the world watching this, and of course the audience here, and they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys? There you go. So I think you've convinced everyone here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
We're going.
You missed nothing, really? You just missed this guy being really nervous on stage. Her wife.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station sim from Ominux Games and Chucklefish. After a catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to mine asteroids. But when you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
Oh, they brought back Conquer! That's my joke. That's my gag for today. That's all you get. I was gonna do a joke where I played the banjo theme, but then I realized Vinny already did that. So I decided to make a Conquer joke instead. Make friends. Or make enemies. Oh. I ain't know what's going on in this. Stardew Valley looks fucking weird.
Our next guests both started as modders, and now they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make the mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
Oh wow, they got Joker! I played the first Chivalry for a good 20 minutes. So I don't know anything about the game anymore. I think it was like, I wanted to play it, but then it was too much for my computer, and I was like, never mind. Now they have a second one, though. Where you play as John Chivalry. And that guy fucking got his head sliced off.
Talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning
Just
houses,
play to Groot
killing
keeps
peasants,
idiots.
You know,
Yeah.
playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that,
My favorite chivalry class
scale to about
has to be the demo man.
64 players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses, which
I think people agree.
A lot of drama to the game.
Because Demo Knight's winning right now. That's my
Battle of
joke.
the Bastards.
This is the joke I'm doing.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the sword play element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction of and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
And we are proud to announce that it will be a battle royale game.
Much more accessible than the previous game, and it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity, because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing, and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that.
These Twitch comments feel so fake.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like
Minesweeper battle royale. No, these have to be real.
Yeah.
A core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players.
You
can
said
play
they feel
multiple
fake,
points.
but the second I saw Minesweeper battle royale, I was like, this is definitely real.
Fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, we're talking about swordplay and mastery, but the original Chivalry, I mean, it's kind of like silly fun. Like, how do you balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that players can take the game as seriously as they want to and also as silly as they want to.
How are they even getting these random comments?
And we love that.
At least half.
Yeah.
Anyone else taking finals right now? I'm more interested in the Twitch comments than I am what's actually going on stream.
I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can.
God, I ended class like 3 weeks ago.
Like, so, like, picking up...
Rip to anyone who's still taking finals.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask, when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out early 2020.
Farming Simulator Battle Royale.
Epic Game Store.
Keanu for Smash! That's me! I said that.
With Chivalry 2. Thank you.
I didn't actually send it in chat, but I ghost wrote it. Said it in spirit.
PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show.
We're going into a commercial break.
Build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo. From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes, Baldur's Gate 3, and more trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
All right. What? Hello? Is this social commentary on society? Do we live in a society? Or... We do. We live in a fucking society. That's what this is. I'm fucking Joker. Can we get the picture of Funko Pop Joker back on the screen?
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from developers.
You are a video game.
So how are you guys enjoying it so far? There's been some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your
vampire puberty
throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on. So keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
I want to blip the blops.
When the night falls, there's only you and me. When the night
I went on Twitter after that trailer and everyone was like, damn, we really live in a society. Hello Neighbor 3.
darling, if you only knew, it'll make you feel brand new. So just tell me, where are you?
That's right, we're purging the world of Ghostbusters 2016. It didn't make us any money. And it just made people angry at us. Ah, shit! Ah, of course it's Slimer! Ah! He's the one sabotaging the whole thing! This actually looks kind of cool. You play as Ghostman.
I've got a big surprise.
I would play that. I'd probably be more likely to play that if that was like a Gary's Mod game mode or something. That looks like you could make like a version of Prop Hunt that's like that. But what do I know? It looks cool though. I would play that.
About Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team.
Toby
Creative
Fox.
Director, programmer, designer. It's Sam Malone.
Sam Malone, brother to Post Malone.
Sam, please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game. You can play either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not so harmless ghosts as you saw.
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's not about hiding as a lamp to try
So
to
it is
assault
kind of
and
like
take
Prop
out a
Hunt
hunter.
a
It's
bit.
actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
It's like
Exactly.
Prop
So the
Hunt,
main
but with like a
objective of ghosts
ghostly
is
theme.
to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the
I
ghosts,
could dig that.
basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, you know, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of...
Also, I will say that I do genuinely enjoy that they're getting like the actual devs behind these games. Especially for like the smaller games. Because it actually feels like fucking genuine.
So the hunters, they kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really you know, obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on a Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big
I'm not
twist for
getting
us
it
is the
unless
top
you can
fight.
crouch
So
spam
the
to each
furniture,
other.
They hurl themselves at you, they knock you out, they send you flying. So it kind of almost becomes like this action hide-and-seek sort of mashup. You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of the things that you're hunting. So that changes up the dynamic a good amount.
And I want to ask about when the clock strikes midnight. We saw the very spooky red color pop up. We didn't see what happens then. What's going on there?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock
Secret
chime across
neighbor.
the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary, and all of the ghosts that were destroyed actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted, and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for the evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like 90, yeah, usually
that?
because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight.
Right.
The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all of the ghosts and clearing the house, basically.
Well, awesome. When can people get the chance to try out Midnight Ghost Hunt?
So we'll be running an alpha event later in the summer. You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt. Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Vaulted Sky Games. For our next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight to be perfect.
See, I can't even do the gags where I pretend it's another game if they're gonna introduce it.
And befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again.
It's a
This is
road
Unexplored
that you
2.
go when you die. Big Sugar. This looks interesting. Pack the fuck up before I fuck your shit up. This is a sequel. I don't know what to, but apparently. This is, of course, Diablo 4. Didn't want to wait for BlizzCon to announce it. Unexplored 2. And you can get it on Fig.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the Samsung C27 RG5 curved gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
Apparently Yandere Dev is blocking random people. He didn't block me. But apparently if you retweet posts that make fun of him, you could get blocked. Yandere Dev hasn't posted in like 3 months. Where are the video games at? Get the new Samsung TV to level up your curved game monitor.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curve, it's 1500 art radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3000:1 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites,
Right.
and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect?
He posted something about the deer game and people continued to roast him.
think
Is that what happened with Yandere Dev? So Yandere Dev came back to Twitter to make fun of the deer game, and then he got blasted for it.
So it'll be available mid-July
I did a
for under $400. for a 27-inch panel. So it expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27-inch is the $400 mark. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming lineup will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
I can't believe Yandere Dev is getting so bold that he's making fun of other people's games. His game has taken 6 years. Nothing has happened with it.
Trailers had never before seen footage, including
he doesn't use Twitter that often anymore. I don't know if he still uses his YouTube channel. You've seen people compare the two. Why?
And more.
I'm surprised Yandere Dev can still. Should we like raid Yandere Dev's stream and like say Yandere Simulator is never coming out? The 6-man raid. It's like just enough people to annoy him.
It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the Yandere Dev YouTube channel.
And naturally, we would like to.
Oh, he still makes videos on YouTube.
So, without further ado, here are some of the games.
If you look up Yandere Dev, the top results are Yandere Dev Drama, Yandere Dev Mental Breakdown, Yandere Dev Driven to Death. I'm not sure if that's like a video he made or if people are saying Yandere Dev is going to die. He heavily moderates his chat, so it probably wouldn't work. Damn. How much is he making on his Patreon? I don't know. He has like 2.5 million subscribers. Oh my god, he makes $2,310. I need to see his full Patreon history because I'm pretty sure it was like double that before. Hold on. I'm sorry to the PC Gaming Show for completely ignoring it for this, but Yandere Dev Patreon stats. Yeah, Yandere Dev was making $5,000 on Patreon before. Now he is half of that.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty.
That is incredibly funny to me.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mace. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you, Natasha. So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that was an April Fool's joke. So yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Check it out.
A mysterious package arrived at my door. Inside was a game I never heard of before.
Quite possibly the best Conan game yet. Even better than Conan 2. A game that is definitely not real, but probably should be. Okay? I don't know what this is. The art style reminds me of, it reminds me of Cyanide and Happiness. I have no idea what it is. It's Don't Starve, but...
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure
game. That looks like a game.
And it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here.
I mean, it could be fun.
Room, so if you want to give Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by.
It just kind of looked like
Thank you so much.
Game. Like, you know those games that just, yeah, they look like games, but like not necessarily interesting or even anything?
Where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath. A player-driven economy, and some truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the last oasis.
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward, or die beneath the sun.
The indie dev art styles are either extremely beautiful or they look like Newgrounds. Y'all heard of Castle Crashers? Oh, this looks cool. They got like... Does it fly? I want to see it fly. They look like giant bugs a little bit. I want to see them fly. I don't care about the people on the ground. I just want to see these things fly. You've heard of Sea of Thieves. Now get ready for Land of Thieves. Captain! Look! Vast Oasis. That looks like a game too. That just kind of looks like another... That's a game. Oh, it froze. This is an ad. Oh wait, is it? Has that just been in the corner the whole time and I didn't notice it? This whole stream is an ad. True. That's what E3 is. It's just one big ad that never ends.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game, and joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as...
I am so sorry for this stream, by the way. I've been so, like, disinterested in everything that's been going on.
Yeah, they include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
You know, I want to ask, because there's
Who would be the scariest to fight?
Strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins, your sort of attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors...
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
So maybe you'll find
Try to take over the world.
Horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible...
How can you say these comments are written by robots when they have Keanu Reeves? I want to see Keanu in every game.
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect.
Cats with lasers. No, sorry, no cats with lasers.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
They're just smarter than the average robot.
They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons you can launch from space, social doctrines, not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can create like a combination between man and machine or man and computers. Others include doomsday technologies that allows you to infect the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites, or win the game by splitting space-time.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the planet.
The future is not a pretty place.
Well, I want to ask about some of the combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just, shows two armies pinging off each other. But I understand that the tactical layer is quite rich.
Right, so when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like a little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units, which you've been putting together and built, are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen advanced, so you've got like a bunch of space dwarves and little metal suits that dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and slash people and puke acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but at the end of the game, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units on your side, 20 units on their side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world, and that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us about when we can play the game.
Okay. The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available on PC, multiple platforms, consoles.
How can you be saying these comments are robots, but not...
What's that URL?
Not when Bethesda had fake people cheering.
2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on stage.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bethesda had fake people cheering.
And for our next game, Frankie, I have to ask
The like dumb little Twitch comments they're pulling out are nothing compared to that.
Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the Fuhrer into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This is the world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Rated M for mature.
I am gay.
I'm like trying to do everything in my power to keep my mind like into the stream. Oh my god, my chair just fell apart. My chair is broken. I don't mean to alarm anyone, but my chair is broken. It just broke. Oh shit. This is the 6th zombie game at E3. And like 5 of them were shown during Microsoft. Oh, what do I do about this? Oh shit, I hit the phone. I was trying to move. I don't know what to do about this chair, it broke. the big part of it that I'm supposed to sit on fell off the little stand. No one seems concerned about this, by the way.
Just die.
Come on, let's go.
Is it still usable? No! It's broken! There's nothing usable about a broken chair. I don't have You're buying me a new chair. No, you're not. I might be able to fix this. Probably not, actually. Oh, fuck. Okay, I see. Great, I am standing right now. I'm not even, like, paying attention. My chair is more important than whatever's happening at the PC
Later
gaming
on the
show.
PC gaming show. A love letter to classic JRPG.
I might have to get, like, a chair
What's
from
next for
downstairs or
Warframe?
something.
A surreal noir
We have a few in
adventure
the
set
basement.
before, during,
Not like
and after the Big
PC
Bang.
chairs, like fucking kitchen
Baldur's
chairs.
Gate 3 and more.
But I will do what I have to do. Oh, this is a fine. How do you do? Oh, there's a water bottle on the floor. Why is that there?
Have ravaged the earth. An unending assault without reason. We are victims.
Funny how your chair broke the second you started shit-talking Bethesda Todd Howard. Todd is fucking evil. I would not be surprised if he did this somehow. I don't know how he do it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Unless you rise to meet it.
That's not how you get it back on.
A trial by glory.
Don't fall into my garbage. I don't want my garbage to fall over, and then I just have trash all over my floor.
Of death itself. Prepare yourselves. They are here.
I don't know what to do about this. This is way more intriguing than the stream. I wish I had like a webcam or something, because then I could make like a whole thing out of me trying to fix my chair. But instead you only
Joining me on the
get it in
stage
audio
to talk
form.
about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic
Show
Earth.
Terraria or Zoo Tycoon 3.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a...
I don't think I have a chair now.
And we really wanted to have a bunch of different
I
cool
think my
locales that you
chair
go to just to
is
experience all kinds of
completely
different
fucked.
stuff. And you start on Earth, but it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game, that you could play through it 10 times and still be seeing new bosses, new monsters, new locations. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs, bosses, everything.
You've built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I
buying you a game
and fought a dragon boss, and I'll be like,
you
I met
can't
a guy
buy
on
me
top
a
of
gamer
helicopter
chair.
and killed a tree, and we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore.
Plus, I have like
what all the
way
possibilities
more
are.
important
You can play
shit
the
that
game
has
over
to
and
get
over again,
replaced
just
in
to
my
jump
room.
into your friend's world to experience the content in their world, and that's a big
Like
part of the
I'm
game,
out of a
jumping in
phone
and seeing what
right
you
now
get.
because my
I
phone's
wanna
not
ask
charging.
about loot, which is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting?
I feel like that's more important than
Yeah, the
getting
loot
a
in the game
gamer
is
chair.
all legendary items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation. So if you fight a boss,
or meet an NPC or get a cool, unique side quest, it generally coincides with a cool, unique item. It might be a boss weapon or a
The
magical item.
bottom of this chair
You
is
played the game,
all
you get
like
completely
gross
different events and
too.
equipment than I have.
And in
Like
the
there's
trailer, I
grime
also saw
on
that
it.
there were 3 people
I'm
walking.
gonna have to
through
like
these. You
wash
mentioned
my
co-op experience.
bed.
How does co-op
Yeah,
function?
because now the grime is
game's
on
full
my
co-op
bed.
From beginning to the end,
Fuck.
you can jump in at any point, and the game
Fuck
is
my
definitely
life.
slower paced, more difficult. I mean, you will die a lot in this game, so
awesome.
There's a huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses or fight off different events or just generally progress through the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a big fan of Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward to Remnant from the Ashes.
Keep listing what you need. Let me pull up where. No.
So Remnant's coming out August 20th on
awesome.
PC and Xbox and PS4, and if you pre-order the game now, you can actually get in early and start playing.
What I need is my noodle to be al
Awesome.
dente.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant. And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking on stage.
Yeah, I can't do anything about this.
Everything you want to know.
I can't use this
Doesn't matter
chair
what platform
anymore.
you're on. Just use hashtag PC Gaming Show.
Well,
Until
God
then,
rest this
let's talk
chair's
about our next
soul.
title. This one was announced 2
It's
years
officially
ago at the PC Gaming
and
Show
completely
here. It's
fucked.
a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2
by the way,
years.
I have
Now,
no idea what's
roguelike,
been
where
happening
you
for
don't
like the
just
past
fight,
10
but you
minutes,
also
but
negotiate
it's
your
probably
way
been
through a
like
broken
nothing
down
I would care
sci-fi
about.
world. It's going to be available on the
Ugh.
Epic Game Store in one
Move
short
this
month on July 11th
to the other side of
in
the
alpha.
room.
Let's take a look at some of the footage of what you'll be playing.
Is this, no, this isn't. That looks like human Genji. Alright, my chair is broken. I have to go see if we have any other chairs. Everyone tell me what video games they show. I also have to go wash my hands because they're covered in grime. I'm gonna have to bring my bedding down.
Planet Zoo is the latest game from the makers of the brilliant Planet Coaster. Please welcome Piers Jackson and Lisa Bowens from Frontier Developments. Now, Piers, what kind of zoo are we going to be running here?
So Planet Zoo is a new management sim game from us. It involves you building and looking after a modern zoo, and you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game. Each of our animals are unique. They have their own needs, their own desires, and their own behaviours. They interact with each other and react with the world that you build around them. And today, for the very first time, we're really excited to show everyone here our gameplay video and to announce our launch date.
Well, fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
Aha! Get that chair in here. I got another one! Here's in my brother's room. This one is way smaller and it's permanently hunched back. Unless maybe it's not. Hold on. Is there a way to adjust this one? It looks like there is, but I think it's broken. But I have a chair again. It's much smaller. It's like this is like way smaller than the other chair. Like if I like laid back on that other chair, my head would not go like over the thing. Mine like goes to the top of this, And also, I almost just fell over, and that wouldn't have been good. I have a chair.
Lisa,
I think this is my old chair, actually, that I replaced with that one.
Adorable baby elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it.
Still have no idea what's going on the stream, by the way.
Modern zoo, but what exactly does
I like tuned out
You're not just going to see
10 minutes ago because my chair broke. Oh, hi, Anna.
Learning about
What's up?
You want to learn about the research that they're doing.
I
You want to
can
be
see
educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do
Um,
in Planet Zoo. And these
Still have to
ideas
bring
of
my
modern
bedding
zoo
down.
is really what we take to heart.
Everyone's having a good time with the video games. I'm like worried about my chair.
And here's
Maybe I can make this more comfortable if I bring like a
when we're going
pillow
to
over.
get our hands on it ourselves.
So we're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that. So we've recorded our presentation.
Mine's all over the place because there's two people talking.
We'll be releasing that onto Frontier's YouTube channel. That goes live this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for joining us, Piers and Lisa, everyone.
I need to, yeah, let me bring my bedding down, and then I'll be back with all of you to, care about those PC games. All the, they're announcing every single PC game ever made.
That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
Hello, everyone.
In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan also created the Shenmue series. And he's here to talk about Shenmue 3 right now. Take it away, Yusan.
この場に立てて光栄です。Standing on the stage today. それと20年支えてくれたファンの皆さん、ありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much. Wait. The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures.
Now I'm with everyone. Again, I need to get my headphones. Oh, is this Shenmue? Is that what this is?
Non-trend survived the ban and was passed on.
Okay. Now I can hear again. All I know about Shenmue is that it cost Sega like a ridiculous amount of money.
Stop it.
Stop it.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless.
Hey, wait right there.
Okay.
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
A game not final. Yeah, it looks a bit rough. Oh, it's an Epic Games Store exclusive. I'm sure that's gonna make people happy.
So many people have been waiting for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today. Thank you.
It looked a bit rough.
Thank you. Now our next title is near and dear
I'm
to
eating
my
Doritos
childhood
also.
heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Essence within you
This lip syncing was super off. Yeah. I have become gamer. I swear, we're gonna run out of Doritos before the end of E3. Because I keep having them during these conferences. Octopath 2. Octopath is amazing. I love Octopath. If you can deal with like a somewhat repetitious like chapter structure, it's an amazing game. You got it, Prism. It's so good.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfeld. Hey,
yeah.
Carl.
Hi, hey, thanks.
I mean, let's just start off. For anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series, what is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer, and from there you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders, and you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources.
Diagnose Cyrus with gay.
Resources. You upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's kind of what you do.
I always thought he had like some of the gayest implications.
And, you know, I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the resources to build up the township, but for what reason?
I hate that Therion is voiced by Kerbifer.
Juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game, is...
Why did you choose Therion? He's so edgy.
Combat, you bring all your troops in, and you start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats, like offense and defense and health and so on. And they go in initiative order, and then you slug it out, and it's a bit like chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great. Griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And, well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that
Chose
you
Primrose.
translated
Primrose
a lot
is
of
a
the
good
gameplay
choice.
elements into
Very
Song of
good
Conquest,
character
but
to have at all
what are some of
times.
the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically,
On my first playthrough, I started with Tressa, and then on my second playthrough, I played with Haunted.
They have an essence, and to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence with your wielders.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to like make
Gotta turn English voices off purely because Kerbifer is there.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Waiting for Nintendo to be disappointed by the lack of Professor Layton.
So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off.
Which company makes Professor Layton again?
Where can people go to get more information?
What if Nintendo announces Bravely 3? Wouldn't that be at Square Enix's
2020?
conference?
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and
I mean, that'd be dope, but
you can play
I feel like Square Enix would announce that
as you know,
more than
I'm
Nintendo.
really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Same people
Now,
that
our
make
next
Yokai
title
Watch. Okay.
Is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
If they put like Bravely Default 1 and 2 on like a Switch cartridge, I'll get that. Square Enix's Tonight I May or Might Not Die. Square Enix will be interesting for me. I wanted to get more into Square games, although I don't think a lot of their newer stuff would actually interest me that much. I'm mostly in it for their like smaller productions, like Octopath. Like if they did more like Bravely, I'd be down for that. I just haven't played Bravely yet. I'm glad Square Enix went back to turn-based is what their best stat. Yeah.
You just saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive. It looks deliciously vile, And surely dismembering Skaven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow
I
player.
appreciate that Dragon Quest just has the Dragon Ball art style.
You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose
Same
is to
artist,
terraform
gotcha.
the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury, here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
Don't like the Dragon Quest
As
art
we all
style.
know,
It's not my thing. That's
reaching
that's
the
fine.
red planet was not humanity's greatest achievement. Transferring the complexity of the human mind to
Yeah,
machines
it fills me with kind of a sense of nostalgia because even though I've never played the games,
so they can build
you know, it reminds me of stuff like Dragon Ball.
on that distant, dusty rock. Today,
And it's like, wow, I remember that. I mean, Dragon Ball is still a thing. I never even really watched Dragon Ball that much, but it's still cool.
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Are they showing Kerbal Space Program 2? Mamma mia, I got the diarrhea.
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite
Not
history.
missing much.
But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's
We're like watching this, but we're just having like completely different
here
conversations.
to tell us all about Ancestors is creative director and co-founder Patrice Desolé. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10
Alright, I'm gonna
years
stop eating Doritos.
to come back
Because I
on
want
this
to eat
stage
dinner
and
later
be
too.
showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back.
Oh the fuck, there's only gonna be like an hour difference between this show and
Well, when I started
Ubisoft.
Panache, I needed a game.
These sure are video games on the
open world
screen.
game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D
This is the problem with E3. I just start to tune out after a while.
historical dude, so I need
I tune back in when Nintendo comes on because, you know, I actually play Nintendo games, but everything else I just start falling asleep at some point.
technology, and I was a bit naive because we built Africa 10 million years ago.
And we built
And
this
that's not
city
easy to
on
do.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment.
Ubisoft is
and
always
eventually
entertaining
you
for the wrong
expand your
reason.
territory.
I can't wait until, like, Just Dance 11 or whatever the fuck they're on.
You play
I can't wait for the next Just Dance game to be on the Wii
You
again.
evolve into different species up until Lucy the Australopithecus.
Bonus points if it's not on the Wii
I
U.
imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody is there to kill you and devour you. And basically at the end, it's pretty much you. You're the predator and everybody's afraid of you. And that's the idea of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
So, Patrice, ultimately, what is the key to evolving your
I
clan?
hope they make a dogs game for the Nintendo
Curiosity,
Switch.
you need
I mean,
to
they have
explore
dog
because,
games.
You know, I made game about characters and you needed to follow the
Just
story
Dance
I wrote
Gamer
for you.
Edition
This time,
exclusively
you're
on the
basically
Epic
writing
Games
the story,
Store.
Right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking the players. It'll be for you to answer that question August 27th.
Well,
I hope they have this song in Just Dance Gamer Edition.
As Patrice says, Ancestors
Colors
August
Week.
27th, and you can learn more at ancestorsgame.com.
I hope that's in Just Dance Gamer Edition. Check out the Epic Game Store. We have Shenmue, new from Sega. We have Borderlands 3. Oh yeah, brother! You ordered my game? It's me, Randy Pitchford. Randy has been put down and we're replacing him with a gorilla. Let's play as Solar Ash Kingdoms. The epic fucking game. Pathless. For Randy Pitchford has lost his way. Untitled Goose Game. I like the idea that Untitled Goose Game is just called that. Like, I think people were like, oh, they're gonna give it a real title. No, I don't want them to. I want it to stay Untitled Goose Game. Voltron. Please download the Epic Game Store. Squisher. What will you play next? Where's Ooblis? Play Adventure Time on Epic Games. And one more thing. The new Fortnite expansion. Fortnite bird people. Play as birds in this game about birds in Fortnite. That I don't have anything for this. This joke is nothing. Fortnite chess.
Please welcome to the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Indeed, auto chess has turned out to be a sensation, with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it. And here to talk about its coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Oh, I sure hope so. At the PC Gaming Show.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher, comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all you.
Is that what
this
Fortnite
is really
chess is?
Exciting moment for us. And so Trader says,
I hope they show my
this is
tweets.
a real engaging game of Auto Chess.
What did you tweet? So much epicness. I can't wait to game the summer away with these titles. God, if we see those tweets, I will lose my goddamn mind.
To your world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy Auto Chess. Now
Hold on.
we are building the PC version.
Blair Witch.
By using the gaming engine of Unreal Engine 4.
It's me, the Blair Witch.
Unreal Engine is one of the best game engines of the world. With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish.
I wish this had the Bethesda paid audience.
And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Game Store. I look forward.
Yeah, Epic Game Store,
I
everyone's
look forward
favorite.
to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay.
Hold on, I'll add in.
Thank you,
I'll add in my own audience sounds.
Thank you. Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next
That's not.
I understand is an inspired
That's not what I want.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration.
If you play fart noises again, I'm leaving. I'm not playing the fart noises. That was a one and done for Bethesda only.
Unique perspective that lets you see the past, present, and future on one screen at the same time. So you'll see the future change based on your decisions in real
We have
time.
Numa.
Here's the world exclusive reveal of Chris Tales.
Excuse me? Oh, I wonder what this game's gonna be! Me, I can make it insane. Wait, this might actually be good. I heard a love letter to classic RPGs. This might be dope, actually.
Would you change it? Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight?
Now, I have to put my sarcastic audience clap in a different game. Because this looks like it could be dope. Experience the past, present. Ah, it's like Chrono Trigger!
You learn from the past and act in the present. You can rewrite the future.
It's almost like Chrono Trigger. It's got the time aspect, in a very different way, granted. But you can kind of see that inspiration right away. But that looks like it could be cool. We could play the thing right now.
PC gaming, it's not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it? It's just your average, you know, Glock, really. No, it's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Torrican.
Oh shit, that sounds cool.
Warrior Therium, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Yeah! Oh, I'm hyped up already! Ooh! Coming in on the wolf ship, it's Batman! No, wait, it's Iron Man! But he has a metal haircut! Fuck all y'all! Oh yeah! Now this is video games. This is all I wanted to see. I just wanted to see a video game. He does the metal head bang. I appreciate that. It's the little things. The bit rate on this is terrible, by the way. Oh yeah, brother. See, this is a game that I'm down with. Two really good games in a row.
Action in the Valfaris trailer.
Two really good games in a row that I might be like, oh yeah, maybe that'd be cool to play.
Downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's the new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3. What's the stuff you really
Stream keeps freezing.
Oh man, so
That's on your end, but I'm not dropping frames. 2 good games out of 30, not bad. Oh, Borderlands! Yeah, Borderlands! It's so epic!
Well, I want to start right off with Mose. Tell us everything you can about her.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big.
What was the cute game called? I think it was like, yeah, Chris Tales.
We have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You
Mix
know,
and match.
yeah, Mose is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into 2 categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so we're talking about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing. They can bounce, they can stick to different things, you know.
Yeah.
This time, we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade, and that grenade had a bounce. It would stick.
Ah, what? There's a bounce?
And the grenade would
There's a
fire
bounce?
as it was going so,
I don't want to hear about the bounce! I just want to hear about epicness.
Shield where if you duck, that shield will extend out in front of you, you know, so just tons of different things that we have with our characters. Class mods are unique, and they give you skills this time as well as enhancing the skills you currently have.
I also remember mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
So artifacts are, we've kind of concentrated on like, hey, does the game feel fluid? Can I, slide into things? Can I jump? Can I mantle? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded. And we're like, well, that's kind of fun. Yeah. So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion.
I don't care about Borderlands. What the fuck?
Second category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single player.
F. That's how you know it actually went down.
What are some of the beyond the single player, maybe end game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, it's E3, so I can give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks, you can get, it's basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats. Yeah. We doubled down on that. We have what we call
I'm gonna need a shopping cart for all of these awesome games.
But it has skills and different skins that you can open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is, like, every character that you play on that
just got extreme.
Interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid-fire questions. How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects.
Boo, bad question.
Right, so I think of a boss fight, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people, smart people in the audience.
Boo, Nintendo, I hate Nintendo.
Set up Vault, right? And so there are different like huge boss encounters there that are just, multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game, so a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so.
Awesome. From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
Can I pet
what you do with
the gun?
So,
Stupid question.
All right, great.
Absolute
Sam
stupid
asks,
question.
Is Maya's new companion a siren?
People
don't care.
are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can.
I'm going to keep playing the sound effect until the Borderlands guy gets off the screen.
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of
Resident Sleeper.
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
And
perfect.
Maybe, yeah.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect. Borderlands.com for more information. Thanks so much for joining me on
I'm not
stage.
going to Borderlands.com.
And once again, if you have not seen all the setups in downtown for Borderlands 3, they're beautiful. Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for us?
What?
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello, I was just, I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much. John Gibson, president of Tripwire, thank you for joining us again on the show.
Yeah, very excited to be
busy
here.
Man, yes.
Yes.
Now, last year,
We're showing you the Jaws
revealed
game.
Man-Eater to the world. And can you remind anyone who missed it what the game's all about?
Absolutely. Man-Eater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup, and you have to survive in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve. And we also
Just
have
like
someone we'd like
Pokemon.
to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
Mississippi Queen? I'm gonna get copyright claimed for this. I don't remember if this is one of the... Guitar Hero songs that you're allowed to have in a video, or not. But if the archive gets blocked on YouTube, you'll know why. Mississippi Queen. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, it looks like you can use this song on YouTube.com. It's okay. Bad game.
Come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
Promotes the message that sharks are evil. Oh shit. Who's on the phone? Spam! Oh no!
John,
Stop calling the house.
who was that?
Right now.
Dressed fisherman in the trailer, because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete. And Scaly Pete's the villain.
Scaly Pete! Excuse me!
Is a best fisherman in the Gulf, best shark
You
fisherman.
can't call it Scaly. You can't call him Scaly Pete.
He disfigures our baby
No!
at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy.
Not a very nice guy. His name is Scaly Pete, by the way.
Of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus Man-Eaters, and it follows Pete and
His name is
the player
Scaly
sharks
Pete.
on its adventures. And you know, it's a
Hi,
really,
my name is Scaly Pete, the sex pervert.
Way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but we like to think of the game as a shark-tastic fun action game. It's like GTA if you were a shark. But there's
GTA if you were a shark.
There is more to the game than just eating. So we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon.
Shellac people.
So there's a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's three facets to the Shark PG elements of the game. There's growth, there's life phases, and there's evolutions. So growth comes about through eating things, nutrients, people, whatever you can find. And that's kind of like your XP in the game. That allows you to level up, your shark will grow a little bit, you'll get more powerful.
Sharks are very shy and gentle creatures, and there's never been a recorded incident of a shark eating man, literally.
Let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights, or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
App like
Well,
this
I hope we do, John. Otherwise,
This is just an
I'm gonna
HD
have to
version
start
of games
fighting
that
people. In
already
fact, I'm
exist.
quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Oh, thank you.
The new gamer chair. Alright, now buy me this gamer chair that they're advertising. Start the GoFundMe to get me this gamer chair. That's what you're getting me.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being
New.
sponsored by
Oh god, they
PC
knew
Gaming
Todd
Show is I
Howard
get to sit for this
struck me
segment and
down.
Talk to you about Terraria. Terraria is one
Oh,
of
they're gonna-
the best-selling.
there you
PC
go,
games
they're
of
talking
all
about
time,
Terraria.
selling almost 30
The
million
stream
copies.
broke your
Part of the
chair
reason
on
why it's
purpose.
maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Ah, you get minecart levels. I'm gonna play this again when this is out. I need to actually, like, play this time, instead of just kind of opening the game and just having it open so I could see you guys talk. I like instantly fell behind when we did Terraria, so I couldn't get too into it. I'm sorry.
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies.
Know Your Her Story.
Joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan Marshall Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
My main man.
Now, if you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the premise?
So, like Her Story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive, which contains secretly recorded, intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see Telling Lies in action. Let's take a look.
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
I don't love you and I don't miss you.
You already know too much.
What is happening? The same people who did 12
It's late. I
minutes.
gotta get her in the bath. Alright, love you. Love you.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18.
So it's like a detective game, kind of?
I guess I still carry a torch for it.
Is this hypno space for real life?
Incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend.
A man died in my house at work today. We haven't done anything yet.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. Talk to me about the mechanics. I saw, subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking
Yeah,
around,
games with real life acting are a bit jarring.
Directly to the story.
It's like we Sega CD now.
Scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places, and with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time, kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open world video game.
Well, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow,
so it's a story that encompasses like 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story, all the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show,
Oh, man.
in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed.
And I'm
kind
kinda done hearing about this game.
Story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and what do we want, and and we tried to make it as deep. You know, it's got a lot of
When's the
scope.
stream after this?
But
It's
we wanted
literally
to
like
make it as
in an
deep as
hour and a
possible,
half.
Sam is one of the best.
Ubisoft
movie
is that
directors
close.
I've worked with, so it was very cool.
I'm the
Nice. Yeah,
closest about Terraria.
Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played.
But
Her
yeah,
Story,
I'm not gonna have
it's quick
much
to
of a
play through.
break
Absolutely brilliant. Please check it
between
out
this
in
and
the meantime.
Ubisoft. I will between Ubisoft and Square Enix. I might also have to leave in the middle of Ubisoft. Ubisoft is not at a great time for me.
And yeah, very soon.
We'll see.
During E3, and the game will be out. Yeah, very soon.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah.
And people to play it.
As soon as humanly possible. Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies. Now, up on the balcony, Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends, year after year after year, keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look
I
at
want
the
to try
next
to bounce
expansion to the
between
universe,
me,
is Space
Vinny,
Mom
and
Rebecca
Polygon.
Ford. So, chat,
I don't know.
Behave yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca, what are we about
Honestly, I don't even watch anyone else's E3 reactions. Actually, that's not true. I watched like the end of Vinny's reaction to Devolver because I was just like, I literally did that thing where I needed someone to confirm my opinion that Devolver wasn't that funny. Watch the cut version when they release them? Yeah, same. Vinny predicted Terminator's Gear 5. I heard about that. Oh, watch the full reveal. Yeah, we're gonna have a Warframe reveal in the middle of E3, and we're gonna tell you to watch something else to get the rest of it. 'Cause fuck you.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about
The epic space combat.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the space ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to.
See, I like this girl. She seems to have a genuine passion about what she's talking about.
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit. So what's the deal with that sweet-looking Necros Prime? How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know, there are ways. But yeah, you just have to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it. But hopefully you stay for the whole hour because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually...
See, I'm not looking forward to seeing Twitter after the studio's name.
With Genesis Noir.
Oh my god, guys, they said feral! Oh, yeah! That's the new funny word! Brother, it's me, Randy Fishburne! No, this looks kind of cool. For some reason, this art style reminds me of something they do for like a single like Jackbox Party Pack game, and then never again. But it looks cool. It looks good. It looks well done. I don't know what it is, but... Genesis Noir. That looks cool. I would get that. This will be good if there isn't straight.
The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous
Use toys and tricks to avoid monks. I must admit, you've got me intrigued from the evil monks. Well, this looks kind of cool. It's like a stealth game. Okay. That's kind of cool. I don't really like stealth games myself, but that looks cool. Uh-oh. This looks cute. I would say if I was like more into stealth games, I'd probably play this.
El Hijo, once again, is the title of the trailer we just saw. For our final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming from Larian Studios CEO Sven Vinke, and from Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director of Dungeons & Dragons, Mike Merles, to talk about Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah! Now, this was only just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. And I tried to convince them back then that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3 license. And they said, but we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons & Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. And we're going to have dinner in a very shady restaurant. And he had this big stack of paper with him. And on it was Baldur's Gate 3. And in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he says, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it? Yeah, of course I still want to do it.
The guy from Dungeons & Dragons has like that kind of smile on his face that looks genuine in the way that it looks like he hasn't slept for the past 3 days and he's completely lost all grip of reality.
Actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such fantastic storytelling, and it's so exciting to see it come to not only a new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember the 20 years it's been since the original, the first 2 in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And for us, it really is. It's such an important part of the D&D mythos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now, but obviously you're going to go to the city, because we start with the city. You start outside of the city.
That's how I'm not nervous on
There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places, and that's as far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements, because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons & Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch. I mean, how do you translate?
Don't mention the one D&D show
into what?
If you don't know what I'm talking about,
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically basic rule set of Dungeons and Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition. 5th edition.
Right. Yeah.
And so we ported as much as we could to the video game. We looked at what worked really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well because it is a video game and this was made for tabletop gaming. And so we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, "Well, I want to do this."
Yeah. Not the Adventure Zone. I'm not talking about the Adventure Zone.
So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Well, just as an example.
It's just an example, it's fine, we're just talking,
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike,
what's the best RPG of the last 10 years? Where the fuck is Octopath Traveler? I don't give a shit about any of these. Witcher 3 more like Bitcher Scree. Skyrim more like Skyrim Job. Pillars of Eternity 2 more like Pillars of Eternity Poop. Divinity or Original Sin 2 more like Divinity. This game is a sin 2. Dragon Age more like Dragon Rage 2.
Out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast, and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we always want to put in a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, you know, what does it mean in terms of the story for each character, for each character race, each character class? So
what were they thinking?
If you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot, but we have a second game that we want to talk about and on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city. So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. And it is the next chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga, and it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2. So this will give you a chance to check in on the city, to see what's going on, its current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate to the depths of hell itself. And sort of pose to the players a question, do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So we're putting that right in players' hands to make that choice.
Well, I have to ask Sven, it's a question on a lot of people's minds. What can you talk to us about expected release?
Nights are coming out. Let's ask the obvious question. What is the last night?
Yeah, they're going to have to wait a little bit more. When it's ready.
That's my joke.
That's
my clever reference.
This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. If the Divinity Original Sin games are any indication of the quality, it's going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ben and Mike, talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving?
Just saw a plush with Donkey Kong's body on Pikachu's.
Concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Hello. Well, thank you so much, Sean.
I want to see
this audience been absolutely fantastic today.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the 5th annual PC Gaming Show.
Thanks for coming out to PC games. We had all kinds of games.
We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning.
We want to thank Pikachu with Donkey Kong's body.
iWin, Frontier, Funcom, Paradox, Interactive, Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so these sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so much. And I gotta ask, Frank, any titles you're excited about?
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo.
Sent another
post. Then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you heard, there's games coming out all across
Donkey Kong beheaded by the state.
We hope you all have a fantastic E3. It officially begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all the other press conferences.
Yeah, it officially begins tomorrow. All this press conference shit is just bullshit.
Go play some games and make some friends. See you next year. Bye.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
I mean, that is technically true. The actual E3 doesn't start, but it's like this is the E3 that people care about. And the Chris Tales demo could be fun. That was the PC Gamer Show. We just Ahagao face in chat. So immediately, great. Yeah. We now have around 1 hour until Ubisoft. I'm gonna take a break until then. See y'all in an hour. Yeah, we're halfway through the E3 streams now. Halfway there. I don't know how long Ubisoft is gonna be. Has Ubisoft said how long it's gonna be? How long Ubisoft press conference? Give me the shit. It doesn't say how long. Always get oppressed because you're a MacBook user. That's deserved then. I'm sorry to say. Saw someone in an Ahagao hoodie at Micro Center. What the fuck? You should have killed them. You should have. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna play Mario Kart. That's what I want to do. I'm not gonna play it on stream because it's on my Wii. I don't have a way to stream Wii games right now. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by. That was kind of a boring show. There were some good games. There were some good games, but overall I kind of like tuned out for most of it. I think that was kind of obvious. And also my chair broke, which was more important. But yeah, we'll be back with Ubisoft's conference in about an hour. I'll see you guys then.